in 1952, there were 364 Congress MPs. Out of 489, Congress won 364. When was the last general election conducted in India?
2019.
2019 May. That time, the number of voters were 91.1 crores. 91.1 crores. You may ask a question, how this 543 or 545 has been formed. There is a committee called Delimitation of Parliament Constituencies. You please note down. Delimitation of Parliament Constituencies. The first commission was formed 70 years back in 1951. And the delimitation commissions were there in 1963, 1973, and finally in 2002. The Delimitation Act 2002, Delimitation Act 2002 was made with the 84th Amendment of the Constitution. 84th Amendment of the Constitution in 2002. The chairman of that committee was Justice Kuldeep Singh. In 2002, you have to make a note about it. Please note down, not to have interstate delimitation, not to have interstate delimitation till 2026. Because every state, they are asking for more number of MP seats. Particularly Andhra and Telangana, when they were divided, they were asking for more seats. But there is an embargo that only after 2021 census, when the number of voters and number of constituencies are declared, then only the delimitation can happen. And what is the present strength of BJP in parliament? Can anybody tell? Padma, any idea? How many members of BJP are there in parliament in 2019 elections, after the elections are over? Can you guess, Sai?
313.
313 plus Indian National, it is an NDA group also. The NDA group consists of other members also. You just note down, the BJP, the present strength is 300 and the voter percentage for them was 55.97. They got 56, almost 56% votes in the constituency, followed by Indian National Congress with 9.51% of votes. The present strength is BJP 300, INC 51, Indian National Congress. DMK 24. The next highest is Trinamool Congress, in which West Bengal, the elections were conducted and Didi was able to have the hat trick. She is now going to form the assembly in a third row. And coming to Rajya Sabha, what are the seats in Rajya Sabha? Any guess, Bhanu? How many seats are there in Rajya Sabha? Bhanu? Bhanu? There are 245 seats, out of which the NDA government has 118 and BJP is 95. Then coming to the procedure of Parliament, the Parliament normally it starts regularly at 11 a.m. in the morning. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they sit separately. And from 11 to 12 o'clock, it is called as question hour. And immediately during the question hour in Lok Sabha, the speaker, who is the present speaker? Early, any idea who is the present speaker? No idea. Early, who is the present speaker, Lok Sabha? Om Birla. Om Birla. He is the present speaker. And the present speaker, he sits in the question hour, during the question hour from 11 to 12. And immediately after the 12 o'clock, there will be 0 hour. It is known as 0 hour because any member of parliament can raise a question depending upon the urgency of the particular question. Suppose something happened in Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, or a question which is to be raised in parliament because of its urgency. And it can go for 10 minutes, 5 minutes or 20 minutes. There is no final stricture for that. The entire 0 hour, depending upon the speaker or Rajya Sabha chairman's discretion, it can continue for 5 minutes depending upon the questions which they are going to raise. Then coming to the question hour, you should first know how the questions are framed. Out of these 543 members of parliament, all the members of the parliament or some of the members of the parliament, they will raise a question, and there is a big box in the entrance of the parliament. So all of them will put their questions in that box. Each member need not go only for one question. He can have number of questions also. For example, take one example of Subramanian Reddy of Rajya Sabha, or this gentleman Vijay Sai Reddy, or any person, whomever it is concerned. They can put any number of questions, but the Secretary General of Lok Sabha and the Secretary General of Rajya Sabha separately, they will jumble all the questions and they will have a lottery. During the question hour, normally 15 to 20 questions are answered. Out of these 15 to 20 questions, out of the entire lot of 300 or 400 questions which the members have put, they will circulate it to the particular parliament house. They will send it to the Information and Broadcasting, Home Ministry. There are different 45 ministries are there. Depending upon the question, they will send it to the particular ministry, and the minister has to reply. And the questions are again taken on another lottery. So the first they will take some questions, there will be written questions, and there will be a starred question and unstarred question. You please note down these three: starred question, unstarred question, and written replies. Starred question means not that Jayprada or somebody has put that question and it becomes a starred question. That question is to be replied, and the person who has put that question, he has the choice of asking supplementary questions also. So it will take more than half an hour. Each supplementary question, each starred question, it will take 15 to 20 minutes for giving the reply. And the minister will be in a jitter because there will be so many other members also. The member who has raised that question, he can ask, and the supplementaries also, they can be asked. So the minister on the previous day, when he goes to the parliament next day, he will call for a meeting of all the senior officers of that particular department, and he will collect a lot of information during that question. Particular question, they may have so many number of supplementaries. So we will be having a minimum of 30 to 40 pages notes on that particular starred question, and he will be ready to reply. And each day is allotted for a particular ministry, particularly for Monday, if it is home, external affairs and others, all the questions pertaining to that will be there. On Tuesday, some other question. Friday, it is known as non-members day. Non-political party members, anybody can raise. Anybody can raise any number of questions and they can propose any bill also. Private members' bills, not only the government, even a private member, he can put a bill and it will be put for voting, and then it will be discussed in the parliament. And if it is voted, then the bill will be passed. Who will finally approve the bill? Who will finally give assent for the bill?
Sir, President.
President.
President, sir.
President of India. When President of India gives his assent, that is known as stamping. When President of India gives an assent, it is known as the act. So there are so many acts. The bills passed by government, particularly in Lok Sabha, first it will go for Lok Sabha and then it will go for Rajya Sabha. If it is a financial bill, it need not go again for Rajya Sabha. Even if they have rejected, Lok Sabha can approve it. So this is the pattern of Parliament question hour. And then questions come, adjournment. What is adjournment? If there is a controversy or if there is a galata in the house, if the members come to the well of the house, what is the well of the house? Any idea? బాగుంటుందా అక్కడ ఏమైనా పార్లమెంట్ లో? What is well of the house?
Around the speaker, there is officers will be sitting.
Yeah.
So if you
Nearer
want
to the speaker, there is a small gap. In fact, the speaker sits in a raised platform, and below the speaker, the Secretary General and all the stenographers will be going on writing and taking down the notes, and they will be sitting in a closed seat in the horse deck seat. And near the speaker's chamber, there is a small gap. So these members, they will go to the well of the house to represent their grievances or to boycott or whatever it is. Then if the speaker is not able to control the house, then he will adjourn the house. That is known as adjournment. He will adjourn the house. He will declare that the house is adjourned for 30 minutes. Then again, after 30 minutes, they will assemble and they will be proceeding on continuing it. If it is an adjournment sine die, you please note down. Adjournment sine die. If somebody dies, it will be there. What is adjournment sine die? Adjournment sine die means the parliament sits for 3 terms in every year. One is the budget session, another is the winter session, and another is the monsoon session. Suppose the monsoon session is there for 40 days. On the last day of the house, the chairman of the house, that is Lok Sabha Speaker and chairman of the Rajya Sabha, he will declare Parliament adjourned sine die. That means there will not be any parliament sitting on the next day. After a gap of 1 month or 2 months or whatever it is, when President of India notices and notifies, then only the parliament will be assembly. So adjournment is known as a small adjournment for a particular period. Adjournment sine die is for a particular month or gap. And the quorum, what is quorum? The quorum is for the voting. Particularly when voting is there for a bill and the quorum is 1/10 of the house, the 1/10 of the house should be assembling. That means at least 54 persons will be there, 55 to be specific. Then only a bill can be passed or a bill can be discussed. Normally, the procedure of the parliament members is they go to the parliament, there is an attendance register there, they will sign the register and enter the parliament, and they will come back due to their urgencies or whatever it is. And most of the people, they sit for a long time, and for the lunch and other facilities are also there. There is a parliament canteen also. It is a subsidized canteen and they get all facilities also there. So the members of the parliament, they are given the timing for speaking. You cannot go and talk about everything. Each member of the parliament, according to his rotation, suppose a bill is introduced, particularly say for about budget. For budget, the business advisory committee, you please note down that Business Advisory Committee. Speaker of the House and Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, they will call for a meeting on the first day of the Parliament. And all the members, all the opposition party leaders also will attend. BJP, Congress, or whatever party is there. And they will discuss about, say, this time we are having a Parliament session for 25 days. How many times a particular member or a particular party will get, and how many bills are going to be introduced. Suppose a bill is introduced for agricultural wages, and the total duration of the discussion will be 3 hours. Then they will allot in this 3 hours, 3 into 60, 180 minutes. So depending upon the party strength, the BJP will get out of this 180 minutes, 60 minutes or 70 minutes. Then the BJP whip, there will be whip. What is the need for a whip? He will be, each party will be having a whip, and during question hour and during the quorum, when a bill is introduced, and according to the party lines and according to the party strength, they will call for a whip, and they will issue a whip saying that you should definitely attend that parliament session on that particular day, because that bill is going to be introduced and the bill is going to be voted, and you have to vote. That is more important thing. So the voting is done. There is a button on the table of the particular person. Each person is given an allotment of a number. Out of these 543 members, each member is given a constituency number. Suppose a constituency member has a 260 is his number. He is allotted according to the party wise. Suppose BJP is there, they will sit in a row. Next is Congress, next is another party, and each member is given a particular seat. He has to sit in that seat only, and he will be having a button. Suppose this 260 member opens that button, it will be there on the digital board, and his vote is counted. So finally the tally is counted and the bill is approved. The speaker will say, the members who agree may say yay, the others may say no. So they will say, if it is a voting by announcement, then they will say yay and what. If it is by voting, they have to vote. This is the procedural part. And then coming to the important question hour and the budget session. In the budget session, normally what happens, everybody wants to talk. It is known as a maiden speech also. For the first time, some of the members who went for the parliament for the first time, they will be given a chance of maiden speech. So he will be get prepared, and he will be given the time slot also. In a particular time, the question hour starts after 12 o'clock. The question hour is over. So from 12 to evening 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, the question hour and the bill presentation will be there. There will be discussion, and all the parties will be given time slots, and they will be going on telling whatever they wanted to do. Meanwhile, suppose a member wants to represent his constituency problems, he can also tell. Suppose for a parliament member who is there in Uttar Pradesh, Rewa, his constituency is having a problem of road transport. He can raise that question anytime, but he has to raise his hand and the speaker has to notice him. Then only he can raise. Otherwise, he cannot raise. This is the procedure of the parliament, and most of the time it is bulldozed. It is known as bulldoze. You please note down. There will be nearly 60 bills in any time of frame. And the budget sanction is there, particularly when the budget sanctions are there, allotment of budget to a particular department. Suppose railways, they have been allotted some thousands of crores, then transport, some thousands of crores. This is to be approved by the parliament after thorough discussion. Unless you approve it, it cannot be implemented. So before the financial year starts, the financial year starts from 1st of April to 31st of March. And the grant in aid, it is known as budget estimates and revised estimates. That also you please note. Budget estimates and revised estimates. BE and RE. Each department has to project its necessaries during that particular year, and the entire department will be getting so much of amount. Say 4,521 crores is allotted for transportation. So you have to spend only 4,521. The accounts section, the accounts in general, he will not approve after the entire amount is spent. So you have to restrict your own expenditure according to that budget allotment. That is known as budget estimate. And after 9 months, say after December, they will ask you whether you have spent this amount, whether you need some more amount. That is known as revised estimates. Out of these 4,921 crores of rupees, you have spent 4,000 crores, and the rest of the amount, 9,021 crores, is not enough for you. You can project. The necessities are there. We have to make some more estimates, and then the government will approve and they will sanction you some more expenditure. That is known as revised estimate. So the budget estimates and the revised estimates are approved by the government only, and the auditor general, the accountant general, he is the person who regulates all these things and the way you have spent it. That is why there are several committees in Parliament. The estimates committee is there. That is more important committee. Estimate committee, please note down. Estimates committee. Then public accounts committee. This is the most important committee. Public accounts committee. They are almost like auditors general. And the chairman of the public accounts committee will be definitely an opposition party leader. He will not be from BJP or ruling party. He will be an opposition party member. The opposition party member is nominated by Speaker of the Parliament, and the Public Accounts Committee, they will verify all the records of the government, and they will put up to the Parliament the way it has been presented and whether there are any important irregularity in it. What is CAG? CAG report. Have you heard about it? Parliament will be having
Controller
CAG
Audit
report.
General.
Who is that?
Report. CAG report. Controller Audit General.
What is the spelling of Controller General?
COMPTROLL.
COMPT. Not controller. He is comptroller. Comptroller General of Audit. Comptroller and Audit General. The most powerful body next to Supreme Court Chief Justice is CAG. The CAG will rectify and will identify the faults of a particular department. There will be Auditor General in each state. Each state will be having an Accountant General. AG, he is known as AG. So each AG will send a group of people to inspect and audit a particular department. Suppose you are working in PWD department. That audit party will come to you. They will stay with you for 7 days, and they will go through all your records, and they will prepare a notice saying that you have done a fault and this is not to be regularized, and you will be penalized if it is not on the proper lines and according to the government. That is why the CAG report on raffle and other important issues, and the Colgate. What is Colgate? Any idea? It is a toothpaste. What is Colgate? Anybody? Have you heard about it? Colgate. Colgate scam. Please note down.
For importing of coal, we are the second position in the world.
Yeah. During Manmohan Singh's period, there was an allotment of coal mine fields to the particular private parties, and the way in which they have been distributed or they have been nominated, it was not according to the rules. So that gentleman who was on the affairs of the H.C. Gupta, he was penalized. He was Secretary Mines, and there was a Secretary Coal also. Most of them, due to some pressure or whatever it is, they were not in a position to allocate the coal mines according to the rules. So they have changed the rules, and there was a lot of likewise in mines case in Andhra Pradesh when Rajashekhar Reddy was there. that the mines, Sri Lakshmi was almost in the jail for 1 year or so. It happened because they have not gone through the rules and they were not thorough with the system of it. And there was a change in the GO also. The government order says you allot to particular area, and they have added some more to it. And it was in a big halaula. So this type of questions in parliament, they will be in a thorough manner, and the question hour is meant for this. Any doubts regarding the question hour and regarding parliament procedure?
Yes, sir.
You are
So
free to ask.
In question hour, opposition, only opposition leaders to be
No,
asked.
no. Anybody can ask. Even if you are a BJP member, ruling party, you can ask.
We
The
can ask
question will
to-
be like this. There is a framework for that. You cannot ask according to your own will something. The question will start like this. For example, how many widow pensions were given in India during 2021-22? Then the question will be sent to all the states, and all the states will send it to the collectors. All the collectors will send to their BDOs or whatever it is. They will collect the information within 7 days, because the reply is to be given within 7 days. A particular day is given. So finally, all of them will combine the information and they will project it to the minister, and the minister will give, if it is a written reply, the questions will be printed and given to the thing. During SK days time, there used to be compost pits. Have you heard about it? Compost pit. Those days, in every village, they have ordered to make a compost pit. The size of the compost pit will be 6 into 4, and the depth will be say about 3 feet or 4 feet, whatever it is. So NG Ranga, he has put a question asking how many compost pits are made in entire India. So the information is collected, and every collector wanted to add some more. So somebody said it is 3,400. Another person said 4,500. The total compost pit have been calculated, and the reply was given. That time SK Day was the Minister for Rural Development. Then NG Ranga asked, sir, I have seen the reply. I am very much satisfied about it. But you please calculate and do the calculation, the total number of compost pits into 6 into 4. It increases more than India's length and breadth. Because everybody wanted to appraise and make it a very high level. And then he said, sir, you are making compost pits and not India growth. So that type of answers also will be there. So somebody asked a question, whether in SBA of Guntakal, there is a theft of 23,42,502 rupees. Then the question answer will be yes. If it is yes, whether the culprit has been admitted or put in jail. Like that, the answers will be given. They will be printed, and the circulars is circulated. The books are printed in every year, and all the volumes are available in Parliament Library. You can go and verify. 1965, somebody asked a question, the reply given to it, and the way how the answer has been given. All these things are available in Parliament House, and all the Parliament members are also given the printed books, and volumes of printed books are there. Please.
Sir,
Madam Shailaja, madam.
When it comes to budget and revised estimates.
Yeah, I am not able to listen.
Sai Charan, be little louder.
Yes, madam. So when it comes to budget estimates and revised estimates, it comes under MP LADS scheme, which was allotted to MPs?
Yeah, no, MP LADS is different. Every MP member is given 3 crores.
Okay.
Nowadays it is 3 crores. What is your question?
No, the estimation in the budget which has been given to MPs for their constituency development is different than MP LADS scheme.
No, it includes, it comes under the Rural Development Ministry, MP LADS. It's also approved by budget only.
No, it should be approved by Parliament as well.
Yeah. But the way they are spending, they are not able to spend the entire 3 crores. They have given some parameters. They cannot give the amount to all things which they want. It should be a permanent building. it should be a constructive activity. Then only he can do that. And that is why they are not able to. And the district collector is the head of that institution. The parliament member, he cannot spend the amount. It is to be spent through the district collector, and he is responsible. The particular district collector is responsible. He has to go through all these things. Nowadays, they collect 10% percentage, and they will do whatever it is. That is also happening. Even now, the MLS also now they are getting this lads concession. They are doing some work. Yeah. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Recently, sir has dealt art and culture in an elaborate way.
Uh-huh.
So I will be sharing with all of you, dear students, the subject-wise analysis of UPSC. This will help you. Subject-wise weightage for the.
Yeah. Whether Bhanu is there still?
Yeah, she's there, sir.
Yeah, it will be useful for her and others also.
Yeah.
You will be circulating it?
Important. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today I will be sharing with in the prelims group.
Yeah.
They can go through it. So what is its weightage? 2020, it was 10 marks. Art and culture.
Acha, 10. Huh?
This is in general. This is in general for all the subjects.
Yeah.
Right. Please go through this. Any doubts in the next session, we can clarify. Like this, sir, for art and culture, it is usually it is between 16 to 10 marks. What, sir, is only in 2014, it was 30 marks.
Yeah, it was a very, very heavy.
Last year, it was only 10 marks, but students can prepare. There is no particular, particular strategy which can be followed. So please go through it. I'll be sharing this document with all of you. Thank you very much. Lakshmi Aishwarya has joined right now. I'll end the session, sir.
Madam?
Yeah, I will end the session. Any other doubts?
Sir? Sir was there?
Yeah, he's there.
Sir, one question, sir. So, budget was previously on the first day of March, it was starting. But
April, 1st April.
Budget, not budget session, sir. Financial statement, financial bill passing, everything will be on March 1st. Is
Yeah.
there any differences of getting it on February 1st? Recently, they had made it on February 1st, right?
Yeah, but for the departmental say, by the end of March, because the budget session, it has to be approved. So if you start on March 1st and it goes to end of March, they will not be able to circulate it to all the departments. For the convenience of the departments, they have preponed it to 1st of February. Otherwise, earlier the budget session was on 1st of March. 28th February, there used to be the budget presentation. Now they have shifted to 1st of February. Yeah.
Any
Yes,
other
please.
doubts to children?
No, madam, thank you.
All right,
Can
thank
we
you.
end the session, sir?
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Thank you, dear students.